Buying a house is usually treated like the obvious smart move. People say things like, renting is throwing money away. Real estate always goes up. Your home is your best investment. And sometimes, buying a home can be a great decision. It can give you stability, it can build equity, it can protect you from rising rent, and over a long enough period of time, it can help build wealth. But here's the part people do not talk about enough. Buying is not always smarter than renting. Sometimes, renting is the better financial move. Not forever, not for everyone. But in the right situation, renting can give you more flexibility, lower risk, and more room to build wealth. The problem is that people often compare rent to only the mortgage payment. But that is not a fair comparison because the mortgage is not the full cost of owning a home. Meet Marcus. Marcus is tired of renting. Every month, he sends money to his landlord and feels like he is falling behind. His friends are buying houses. His family keeps telling him it is time. Social media keeps showing people getting keys to their first home. So Marcus starts feeling pressure. He thinks, if I keep renting, I'm wasting money. Then he starts shopping for houses. He gets pre-approved. He sees the monthly mortgage estimate, and at first it looks close to what he is paying in rent. So he thinks, why would I rent when I could own? But this is where many people make the mistake. They compare rent to the mortgage payment, but owning a home includes much more than the mortgage. Property taxes, homeowner's insurance, repairs, maintenance, utilities, HOA fees, closing costs, furniture, landscaping, appliances, and surprise expenses. When Marcus rents, his rent is usually the most he will pay for housing that month. But when Marcus owns, the mortgage is usually the least he will pay. That is a major difference. If the water heater breaks in a rental, Marcus calls the landlord. If the water heater breaks in his own house, Marcus pays for it. If the roof leaks in a rental, it is annoying. If the roof leaks in his own house, it can cost thousands. If the air conditioner dies, the landlord handles it. But if Marcus owns the home, that bill belongs to him. That does not mean renting is always better. It means renting and buying have different risks. Renting gives up ownership, but buying takes on responsibility. And responsibility can be expensive. This is why renting can be smarter when buying would stretch your budget too thin. If the only way Marcus can buy is by draining his savings, maxing out his monthly payment, and hoping nothing breaks, that is not financial freedom. That is financial pressure with a front door. A house should improve your life. It should not make every other part of your life stressful. And if this kind of simple money breakdown is helpful, subscribe to Modern Money Explained. This channel breaks down money traps, debt, real estate, budgeting, investing, and wealth building for everyday people. No hype, no get-rich-quick nonsense, just money explained simply. Now, let's talk about when renting can actually make sense. Renting can be smarter if you are not staying in one place very long. Buying and selling a house costs money. There are closing costs when you buy. There can be agent commissions and selling costs when you sell. There are moving expenses, repairs, inspection issues, and market risk. If Marcus buys a house and sells it too quickly, he may not own it long enough for appreciation to overcome the costs. Sometimes, renting gives him flexibility. He can move for a better job, move to a better city, change neighborhoods, downsize, upsize, or adjust his life without being locked into a property. Renting can also be smarter when home prices are extremely high compared to rent. In some markets, the cost to own is much higher than the cost to rent. If Marcus can rent a similar place for much less than it would cost to buy, that difference matters because the money he saves can be used for other goals. Building an emergency fund, paying off debt, investing, starting a business, saving for a better down payment later. That is the part people forget. Renting is not automatically throwing money away if it helps you avoid becoming house poor. House poor means you own the house, but the house controls your paycheck. You might have a nice kitchen and a nice backyard, but after the mortgage, taxes, insurance, utilities, repairs, and maintenance, there is barely anything left. No room to invest, no room to save, no room for emergencies, no room to breathe. That is not wealth. That is stress in a nicer neighborhood. The real question is not, is renting bad? The real question is, what are you doing with the money and flexibility renting gives you? Because renting only becomes a wealth building move if you use the difference wisely. If Marcus rents a cheaper place but spends all the difference on food delivery, shopping, car payments, and subscriptions, then renting did not help him build wealth. But if Marcus rents below his means, saves aggressively, invests consistently, pays off debt, and builds a strong financial foundation, renting can be a very smart move. That is the key. Renting is not the problem. Buying is not the solution. The real issue is the overall financial plan. Some people buy homes and build wealth. Some people buy homes and become broke. Some people rent forever and never build anything. Some people rent strategically and become financially stronger. The decision depends on the numbers, the market, your savings, your timeline, your debt, your income stability, and your goals. Buying a house just because everyone says you should can be dangerous. Because once you buy, the costs do not stop. A home needs maintenance every year. Things break. Taxes can rise, insurance can rise, repairs can surprise you, and lifestyle inflation can sneak in because now you have more space to fill, more furniture, more decor, more tools, more upgrades, more projects, more reasons to spend money. That is why buying before you are ready can slow down wealth building instead of speeding it up. So, when is buying smarter? Buying can make sense when you plan to stay long enough, when the full monthly cost fits comfortably, when you have emergency savings, when you can handle repairs, when you are not buying at the absolute top of your budget, when the home supports your life instead of controlling it, and when the numbers actually make sense. But renting can be smarter when buying would make you financially fragile, when your job or location may change, when you do not have enough savings, when you have high interest debt, when the local market is overpriced, when you need flexibility, or when the full cost of owning would stop you from building wealth in other ways. The lesson is simple. Renting is not automatically throwing money away, and buying is not automatically building wealth. A home can be an asset, but it can also become a financial trap if you buy too much house too soon. The smartest move is not always owning. The smartest move is choosing the housing decision that gives you the most stability, margin, and long-term options. So before you rush to buy a home, ask yourself one question. Am I buying because the numbers make sense? Or because I feel pressured to stop renting? Because those are not the same thing. If you found this helpful, subscribe to Modern Money Explained for more simple breakdowns of money traps, debt, real estate, budgeting, investing, and wealth building for everyday people. And remember, this is educational content only, not financial advice.